Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Tuesday, August 20th, 2019. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Principals of the Cecily Brown Integrated, Charlestown Primary, Maud Cross Preparatory, Ivor Walters Primary, and Elizabeth Pemberton Primary Schools, as well as Montessori Academy and Nevis Academy, today accepted a donation of backpacks on behalf of their students. The annual donation is an initiative by the Honorable Mark Brantley. The presentation was made by the Honorable Troy Liebert on his behalf.
For 3 years now, the Honorable Mark Brantley has done the Believe in Yourself Backpack initiative to give a jump start to the students in the primary schools within the areas that he represents. This year, the commitment is a commitment in excess of $12,000 US. It is expected to reach more than 800 students, but it is something that he is happy to do.
According to the Honorable Mark Brantley, the Believe in Yourself Backpack initiative seeks to encourage children to believe in who they are, to build self-esteem from a young age, and to reinforce resilience in our young people.
The Honorable Mark Brantley is somebody who cares about all of Nevis, and he has a special love for the people who he represents, the people of St. John's and St. Paul's. And he is somebody who has benefited from all of the things that Nevis has to offer. And this initiative is just one of the ways that he continues to give back to the people of St. John's and St. Paul's and to the people of Nevis as a whole.
The donation comes ahead of the start of the 2019-2020 academic year on September 2nd. Meantime, as the principals of the island's educational institutions met today ahead of the reopening of schools, a donation of supplies was handed over to the St. Thomas's Primary School. Julie Pemberton of the Department of Education made the presentation.
The OECS USAID Early Learners Program have been distributing resources to the primary schools in Nevis. These resources were distributed in different phases. We had Pilot A schools who would have received their resources already. Then we had Pilot B school who received their resources already. And now today it is the turn of the St. Thomas's Primary School, Pilot C school to receive their resources from the OECS USAID Early Learners Program. So it is indeed a pleasure on behalf of the Ministry of Education to deliver these resources to the St. Thomas's Primary School. And I know it is indeed a very happy moment for the St. Thomas's Primary School.
Principal Norlene Smithen accepted on behalf of the school.
I would like to place on record our gratitude to the OECS USAID Early Learners Program. We have been waiting for a long time for these resources, and they're coming at the right time. Now that school is reopening, I assure you that these resources will be properly utilized during the execution of our lessons. So once again, I say thank you, and I wish the OECS all the best in their future endeavors. Thank you so much.
The OECS USAID Early Learners Program addresses essential aspects of policy and practice in order to improve the reading levels of all learners at kindergarten to grade 3. The Ministry of Education intends to take a comprehensive look at the CXC results for mathematics and make a determination as to how to assist the Federation's students in improving their performance. That is according to Federal Minister of Education, the Honorable Sean Richards. At a press conference on Thursday, August 15th, the Education Minister noted that there has been a significant decline in the pass rate for CSEC mathematics, which returned 216 acceptable grades out of 434 entries, a pass rate of 49.77% compared to 65.4% in 2018.
So we're going to look at several different factors. We're going to look to see if this was a trend within the entire region, because that in itself might indicate that perhaps the exam this year was a little more difficult than it would have been last year or in past years. The SBA component has been introduced. Again, we will look at the SBA component to ensure that students are able to maximize the percentage of marks which can be gained from the SBA component. Generally, when we are not satisfied with a particular pass rate, we sometimes seek assistance from CXC in terms of sending in someone to have sessions with the teachers who teach that particular subject to see how we can improve the delivery of the particular subject. We have also received assistance in some cases from OECS, for example, when you look at the ELP program, the Early Learners Program, because we deemed that an area that we needed assistance in.
Private candidates returned acceptable grades of 53.42% for mathematics.
I note, for example, that private candidates had a higher pass rate than the pass rate within our schools. Maybe one way to look at it is to look at those who are teaching it privately and see perhaps what it is that they're doing differently to what it is we are doing within our schools. And again, to also look at the individual schools to see that if perhaps one school had a higher pass rate than the other schools and what it is being done differently in terms of the delivery of mathematics in that particular school as compared to the other schools.
At Thursday's press conference, Minister Richards announced the preliminary results for St. Kitts and Nevis for the May-June 2019 CXC examinations. Still to come, Independence 36 official calendar of events released. The details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. The official calendar of events for the 36th anniversary of independence of St. Kitts and Nevis has been officially released with a wide range of activities. The 36th anniversary of independence will be celebrated under the theme Unify, Transform, Enrich, Uplifting Communities for Independence 36. Activities will spread throughout September and run into November, thereby allowing for more participation and greater sensitization of people towards the importance of independence, patriotism, and love of country. The Prime Minister's Independence Lecture Series on September 12th and the Independence State Service slated for September 15th in Nevis are grand events on the calendar. A National Heroes concert is also slated for September 15th at the Nevis Cultural Village. National Heroes Day, which is celebrated on September 16th, is a commemorative event where the national heroes of St. Kitts and Nevis are honored for their pioneering spirit and enormous contribution to nation building. The St. Kitts Nevis Defence Force Cadet Corps flag raising ceremony will also take place on September 16th. Independence Day, observed on September 19th, allows for citizens and residents to see members of the security forces and other organizations pay tribute to the nation during the Independence Day parade. Several activities, apart from the usual patriotic programs in schools, cater to young persons. Such activities include, but are not limited to, a night of elocution on September 26th, with the finals on October 3rd, school beautification on September 23rd, as well as a night of dance on October 27th. Citizens and residents are encouraged to support as many of the events as possible. The official calendar of events for the 36th anniversary of independence of St. Kitts and Nevis can be accessed via the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service website, sknis.kn. Nevis Electricity Company Limited Nevlec is advising its customers of a scheduled power outage for Wednesday, August 21st, 2019 to facilitate the relocation of lines. Brown Hill, Lamper Hill, and areas in close proximity will be affected by the power outage scheduled from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Customers are asked to take every precaution to safeguard electrical equipment at all times of interruption and restoration to the electrical supply. Nevlec apologizes for the inconveniences that may be caused by the outage and remind customers that in each case, service may be delayed to later than the time specified. For additional information, call Nevlec's customer service office at 469-7243, 469-7245, or 662-5799, or its emergency service at 469-9100 or 662-5811. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.